Hey everybody, it's Jess here with Bless Jess. Thank you so much for watching today. This is my day intuitively eating, sharing what we're doing, what I'm eating when I'm hungry, stopping when I'm full. Today is Monday, November 6th, and it's gonna be a day, y'all. So it's 10:30 right now. We are about to head out to Nate's appointment. So I just wanted to, in case you didn't see the last videos when I explained it more, I'll just briefly explain it. Nate has autism, and he occasionally will stare off into space, and we are just maybe just a little concerned. Maybe it might be an absent seizure, and we want to get it checked out. So our pediatrician referred us to Atlanta. We are close to Atlanta, Georgia, and they did not have any openings, would not even schedule us an appointment. He was on a waiting list just to be able to schedule. And they said it would be well after Christmas and the new year before we could even schedule an appointment. We've had a lot of trouble with the hospital in Atlanta. If you'll remember, we've had a skin thing that we had to schedule, and they were scheduling us like a year out for a dermatology consult. So I talked to the pediatrician again and said, is there anywhere else you could see, send us, because I don't want to wait that long. And so they said, yeah, we can send you to Chattanooga. So we went ahead and said, okay, Chattanooga is about an hour and a half away from where we are. So we said, okay, that's fine. Well, they were able to schedule us within just a couple of weeks. So today is our appointment. I'm a little nervous about it, honestly. I think anyone would be in this situation, but at the same time, it's not a for sure thing. I'm kind of hoping that they don't have to do any tests or anything. I mean, I want to know if he is having a seizure, but I've had an EEG before, and it's not going to be easy to do on him. I can just tell you that right now. So anyway, hopefully it'll go okay. But we had to keep him home from school today because we're about to leave, and he has so much energy. Also, you guys are so funny. I've been sharing our saga with our downstairs neighbor, and Nate's jumping and all that. I wanted to reiterate again, and thank you so much for all your comments. Number one, yes, Nate does have a trampoline. He does use it. He does also jump off of it, and it's kind of hard to keep him contained on it. But the trampoline is a godsend. We've had it forever. You guys have probably seen him in the background jumping on it. So yes, we do have a trampoline. Number two, we can't move, y'all. Like, so many people said, y'all need to move. You need to move to a ground floor. We tried when we moved here to move to a ground floor, and they had nothing. And moving right now, we just signed another lease for this apartment. We can't move. So that is out. When we signed the lease, the lady below us didn't live there, and we had no problems with noises or anything like that. So we can't move. I just want to tell y'all that. We'll figure it out. It's been really hard because he's been home and not at school. He's been home for like 5 days now, I guess, for various reasons. So tomorrow he'll be back at school, and hopefully it'll be easier because, he'll have a way to get out of his energy out. We also do, I promise, we do take him out. We do let him play outside. We do activities at home, but at the same time, I have to function as someone that cooks and does laundry and cleans. Like, there's certain times where he just has to play, and I can't be with him all the time, and that's the times he jumps really loud. So we are working on it. Thank you for all your comments. Anyway, this is a intuitive eating vlog. It's also kind of like a daily vlog. And I just want to say right now, I have had a few people tell me that they have been unsubscribed from my videos and they didn't realize it. So if you would all just check and make sure that you're subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and that way you will know. Also, if you want to be notified when I post new videos, make sure you hit the bell down below. So I don't want anyone to miss out on my videos if they want to see them. So anyway, last night, about midnight, my stomach was growling so loud. I could not sleep. I was so hungry. I only ate about half my sandwich last night that I showed you. So I did get up and have some tortilla chips, and that helped. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I did have something else yesterday. This morning, I've had 2 cups of coffee, and I just finished one of these 100-calorie muscle milks. It has 20 grams of protein. I thought that would be good. Our plan is, his appointment's not till 2. We're going to leave in just a few minutes though, and kind of make our way, head that way, eat lunch on the way, and we'll probably get there still really early, but I've never been there before. I don't want to take a risk with the traffic and stuff, so we're going to go ahead and leave like 3 hours early, but that's okay. We'll have plenty of time to eat lunch, get settled. And I'm taking a deep breath, as I know it's gonna be a little stressful. Anytime he goes to the doctor is a little stressful, but God has us. We'll get through this and we'll check this off our list. So I will show you guys what I have when I have it for lunch. Hey guys, so it has been a long day, if you can't tell from how I look. It is like 6:30 and we just got home maybe an hour ago from Chattanooga, so it went good. Little different than I thought. I thought maybe they'd do a test to see if Nate had seizures and then we would, that'd be the end of it. Well, this doctor really wants to, cover all of his bases and get a lot of information for us. So he is recommending us to get an MRI just to have a baseline for, his brain, to make sure everything's looking good there. For that, Nate will be under anesthesia, so that's good because he's not going to sit still for an MRI. And then they will also want to do an EEG, which you will be sedated for, so that'll be another trip to Chattanooga. And then they also want to do blood work and stuff for genetic testing, just to rule out a bunch of other stuff. And also a urinalysis to look for certain things. They also said that he has poor muscle tone, which I know that he's like really like loosey-goosey sometimes, but he has muscles. I guess I don't understand what poor muscle tone is. I think it's just like the way he holds his muscles and the way he uses them. And so they're checking for a lot of stuff, and all of it's good. Like, knowledge is good. The more we know, the better. But I just feel really overwhelmed now because we have a whole list of stuff we need to do. By the time we actually saw the doctor, Nate was just done. We had been there forever. We had to wait a long time. By the time we traveled and ate lunch and then waited, and so he said, you might want to wait and come back for the blood work and stuff at a better time. So now we've got to go back for blood work to get that done soon. We've got to go back for the MRI. We've got to go back for the EEG. It's an hour and a half away. But we have a doctor who's really wants to be thorough, and the more information we know, the better. We do know that this autism seems like it's genetic. David's brother has it. He has a cousin that has it, and I don't think that's any coincidence. So it went good, but I'm exhausted, and I'm just like, anytime like I have a list of stuff I need to do, like I get really anxious about it. But all I can do is do one day at a time. I mean, that's all I can do. So until we get all of the tests done, we don't know what's going on. So we've never had a neurologist do all of that for us. So normally, they just look at his symptoms, and he got diagnosed with autism. Well, they never did like all of this testing. So I'm overwhelmed. I'm dealing with my own my own fears, and Mom, I know, like, whatever they find, if they find anything, I know God has us, and I know that it's good to know. It's not good to not know. But at the same time, like, I'm scared. I'm scared of knowing, he's getting an MRI. Is it going to be something that's scary, some weird result or something? Which I know it's better to know, but still, you know what I'm saying. I've shared a little bit about my testimony, but I had an MRI when I was a teenager, and they found an AVM, and it was a good thing that they found it. Like, I would be dead otherwise. But I remember what it was like to get that phone call that there was something wrong, and I can't imagine it being my kid, so just a little scary. And it was really hard with both the kids there, and trying to talk to the doctor, and it was a very small like waiting room, and so it was really stuffy and hot, and I got really claustrophobic at one point. I still feel kind of queasy. I think that's part of it, but it's okay. It went good. Just we don't have any answers yet. So he didn't seem overly, I'm sorry for Layla barking, he didn't seem overly concerned that he was having seizures. He just was like, I think you need to have all this testing done so that we know for sure that there's nothing else going on. So that's what we're going to be doing over the next little while. So that should be interesting. I will keep you guys up to the speed on it. What else? So on the way there, we left really early, like I told you guys. We got there about 12:30, and we tried to find like something that was going to take up more time than fast food, but we ended up not being able to find like anywhere to eat because it's all downtown Chattanooga. So we ended up just going to the McDonald's right by the hospital, and they had Wi-Fi, so we were able to let the kids kind of play on their phones and on the Kindle and stuff. And I wasn't super hungry, but my stomach was starting to growl at that time. So what I did was I got a 6-piece, I'll insert a picture from my phone. I got a 6-piece nuggets, which I ate most of it, almost all of that, with some of this new signature sauce, which that stuff is really good. It tastes like Zaxby's sauce. I had that, and that was all I was planning on eating. But David didn't hear me when I said I didn't want fries, so he got me fries. So I had like 3 or 4 fries. And I had a Diet Coke. And then I also had Lucy always gets apple slices in her kids' meal, and Nate always gets extra fries because he doesn't like apples. And so they messed up and they put apples in both of theirs. And so I had an extra thing of apples. So I had a few pieces of apple. So a 6-piece, a few pieces of apple, and a few fries, and that was my lunch. And by the time we got home, I was like almost like shaky hungry. I was really hungry because it had been a long day, and I ended up eating a little piece of a cookie while we waited on pizza to come. I had planned on cooking, but it took longer than we thought today, and we didn't get home until like 5:30, and everybody was starving. So we ordered a pizza on the way in, and it was delivered like right after we got home, so that was good. So I'll also insert a picture of my pizza. It was just a medium. We ordered a medium pizza, medium-sized pizza. So I had a piece of cheese and a piece of pepperoni. They weren't huge pieces. And I ate that with a little bit of my Skinny Kitchen ranch. I feel nice and full, not sick, but nice and full. And I drank some Fresca with that. So it's been kind of a fast food day, but there's other things in life more important sometimes. And Nate is more important. So they also gave us some good ideas on books to read and some other little different things we can try with him. But having a kid with special needs is hard. Like the fear that goes along with it and all of that, it's really hard. And sometimes I can kind of put it out of my head and just focus on the day-to-day stuff and what he's doing. And sometimes, like today, when you have someone like critically evaluating your kid, which is good, and they're showing you all the things that he doesn't measure up in, it's really hard. It's really hard. But we love Nate, and I know that God has a plan in all this, and I'm believing that he has all of this, and we just have to walk out each step. So I think it's a very good report we got today, but we just got to get some more answers. Just, he basically said he doesn't like just the diagnosis of autism without all the other testing, just to make sure that there's nothing else going on top of it, because autism is a list of characteristics that people put on different diagnoses before they realize. I totally think Nate does have autism, and he does too, but there's a lot of other things they want to check on too. So anyway, that's going to be this long video of explanation today. I'm not much food, but I know you guys wanted to know. I am exhausted, but I really need to go to the grocery store. I don't need a ton of stuff today, or for this week, but it's just going to be a very busy week. We have our pastors coming over for dinner tomorrow, and I know I'm going to be cleaning and doing laundry and stuff tomorrow before they come, so I'm not going to have time to go to the store. Wednesday is Nate's IEP meeting, and it's just, everything is I just feel a little bit overwhelmed, but that's okay. Thank you all so much for coming with us as we documented this day in the life, and I can't wait to show you guys how God works all of this out, because I know He will. So this is documented proof that I'm overwhelmed and stressed, and then I'll be able to look back on it when everything works out, and I know it will. So anyway, David's bathing Lucy. We're going to get Nate in the bath. At some point in the day, I'm going to go to the grocery store, but I am not going to eat anything else. I am nice and satisfied, and I'm more than sure that I won't be hungry later. So, because as soon as they go to bed, I'm hoping to go to bed too, because I'm really, really tired. It's been emotionally draining. It just has been. So anyway, thank y'all so much for coming along with us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.